machine that I have, but I haven't done an update in a while on the RX7 here, so I decided to buff out, as the title says, to buff out the car a little bit and to see how the paint comes back and blah blah blah. So I mean, on video it looks great, but then when you get close to it, like, you can really see how bad it looks. All the scratches and pitting everywhere, and just not great. You can see here as we walk past it real slow, how bad it really looks up close. Now this car basically sat in somebody's backyard in Kentucky for 10 years. I have the proof and I'll show you. I mean, the paint is just, it's not great. It's got some pretty big scratches. It's got a clear coat coming out in some spots. And as you can see, there's just scratches everywhere. But I was able to buff out most of this clear coat here. It's coming back. I did a little bit of buffing here. You see it's starting to come back here in the middle. Now the edges here are pretty bad, but the middle here was just as bad as here, and it's starting to come back, so I don't know if I'll have much luck there. But here's the proof that this thing sat in a barn or in somebody's backyard in Kentucky. I buffed this for probably 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and I am struggling to get those old leaf stains out. You can see them everywhere on this car, mostly on the tailgate here, or the lid, whatever you want to call it. And you can see this here. This was pretty bad. This was like this. I spent a lot of time right here, and I was able to buff out all that clear coat. And this is also starting to go away too, so I'm just going to keep buffing it out. We'll see how well it goes. This is starting to come back. But this is the side I did buff. And you can see, like, down here I didn't buff it. You can see how bad it looks. Maybe. Like, it barely even shines compared to up here. I also buffed the back bumper a little bit. Came out alright. But yeah, this side just looks so much better. The unfortunate part is that you can see the dents now, but like, most of those scratches are gone. Yeah, there's a little one here, but that's mostly paint. A couple of scratches here. But I am just shocked at how much better this side looks now compared to the other side. And people would say, oh, well, it's just the lighting or it's the sun. Well, I didn't buff this bumper. And look at the difference right next to it. So that's before the buffing, and that's after. So, yeah, got some dents that you can really see now, which is good though, so now I know what to focus on. But yeah, it just came out so much better than I expected it was going to. I did take it to the track, as you see the numbers on the glass there. My rear tires are straight garbage. I ran like 12.9, that's my best time. Almost 120 miles an hour down the track, but I just could not stick the launch. It was just terrible, absolutely terrible. So I got some slicks coming real soon. Also, if you look at the interior, oh my gosh, what did I do? Well, the cluster was acting up. The speedometer and the RPM gauge and the odometer kept kind of coming and going. So I ripped it out, and it's sitting on my dining room table. I think next week I'm going to send it out to be rebuilt. It's a guy, forgot the name of his website, like RX7 Cluster Works or something like that. But for $250, they rebuild them with the warranty and they will refurbish the entire cluster. You can pay a little bit more to get different gauges on there, like faces, or you could pay a lot more and get an optional boost gauge installed in the cluster at the odometer screen and a few other bells and whistles. So I'm debating on paying the extra money. Be a nice little feature to have. We'll see, I'm not sure. But, yep, just a little update on the RX7.